Yeah, sure. Matter of fact, just give me a napkin. And some juice.
Well, you use one.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I always love to give all honor and glory to the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Shabbat Shalom. All right, and y'all heard the description, the topic, Torah portion, right? We are a rebellious and stubborn, you finish it, people, generation, sons of the Most High. We're stubborn. All right. First, we're going to go through the law because the Torah shall be read all the time, every time on the Shabbat. Okay. So I like to just say Shalom to everybody. Remember to like, comment, and never forget to subscribe. It helps us out to get the word out. All right. It don't matter if I'm in your camp or not. Because once you take away the shield of wisdom banner, I am still Israel. Okay? I am still Israel. We are not gangs. We are not hate groups. We are Israel. Okay? Now, again, my name is Officer Marakad, under Shield of Wisdom, under Priest Tawam. All right? And I'm an officer on the Bunyan Yasharala. Not the Bunyan Yasharala, the Mashara Yasharala. So, all right? So, let's get it. We're going to start in Leviticus. All right? Hold on just a second. All right, we're going to start in the book of Leviticus, chapter 17, and start at verse 1. And we're going to end in chapter 19, verse 37. And then we're going into the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, ending at chapter 3, verse 26. All right. All right. Here we go. Let me fix this real quick. All right. And like I broke down in plenty of topics before, Leviticus chapter 17, verse 1. And the angel of the Most High spake unto Moshe, saying, right? Because it's the angel that speaks unto Moshe, unto Moses. Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons and unto all the children of Israel. It didn't say to all the nations. It said to all the children of Israel. Right? And say unto them, this is the thing which the Most High hath commanded, saying, what man soever there be of the house of Israel that killeth an ox, or lamb, or goat in the camp, or that killeth it out of the camp, and bringeth it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer an offering unto the Most High before the tabernacle of the Most High, blood shall be imputed unto that man. He has shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from amongst his people. Right? And we will call this a sacrificial law. Right? This will be the moral part of a sacrificial law, of being honorable, and having integrity, and making sure you do these things. When you have an oblation, bring it there and offer it unto the Most High and eat it there. Right? But let me get something. Let me see something. See if I want to bring it to the table. See if I want to bring it to the table. All right. So let me read that part again, real quick. Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 3. Leviticus chapter 17, verse 3. What man soever there be of the house of Israel that killeth an ox, or lamb, or goat in the camp, or that killeth it out of the camp, and bringeth it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer an offering unto the Most High before the tabernacle of the Most High, blood shall be imputed unto that man. He has shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from among his people. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna read and I'm gonna break it little by little down, and then I'm gonna bring it ultimately down. Okay? To the end that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices, which the sacrificial law is done away with. Hamashiach Yahushai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, was the ultimate sacrifice, and I'll get into that. Which they offer in the open field, even that they may bring them unto the Most High, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priests, and offer them for peace offerings unto the Most High. So, what y'all got to understand and what it looks like. It's like, imagine being at a barbecue, right? And you got the grill and you got the meat. Now, imagine the days you and your family get out there and barbecue on that grill those meat offerings. Those are meat offerings, right? Y'all get out there on folly days such as Thanksgiving, Easter just passed. Bunny rabbits don't lay eggs. And y'all got out there barbecue, put little plastic eggs, hit them in the grass around the houses for the kids to go around and pick it up and everything. And our people did all that folly. That's like the god of Astrath with the mini breasts and all that stuff, signifying fertility. It's crazy, y'all. Verse 6. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar, because that's what you're supposed to do when you bring a lamb or goat or anything. They kill it and they spread the blood around there. It's a sacrifice. It's better that goat or that lamb's blood instead of yours. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of the Most High at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and burn the fat for a sweet savor unto the Most High. And they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring. This shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. And thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers which sojourn among you, that offereth a burnt offering or that offer a burnt offering or sacrifice, right, and bringeth it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it unto the Most High, even that man shall be cut off from among his people. And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. And those are customs of the heathen. They should drink like bear blood, lion's blood, because they say they got the spirit of that animal, because the life is in the blood. It's a heathen custom. Verse 11, here we go. For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood. No soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourneth among you eat blood. And whatsoever man there be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. So you're not supposed to eat the blood. You're supposed to pour it out and cover it with dust. And then when you eat it, when you're washing the meat, you're supposed to soak it in salt. That way it draws out the blood. So when you cook it, the blood leaves out quick. You're always supposed to draw the blood out. Verse 14. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh. For the life of the flesh is the blood thereof. Whoever shall eat it shall be cut off. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water. Let me say that again. Verse 15. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, that means the lamb, right? You have it in your backyard, and you went out there all of a sudden, it was dead. And you went over there, you investigated to see if something killed it, and it didn't. Nothing touched it. It wasn't stung, and it was old, and it died of itself. It gave up the spirit. You can't eat it, but you can give it to a heathen. And every soul that eateth that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, that means an Israelite that is out of your land, or a stranger, he shall both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Then shall he be clean. But if he wash them not, nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his iniquity. Kal Shara, the bar Yahweh, Anaya Shai, Wanashemai. All that Yahweh said, what we doing here. Now let's go to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 1. Give me a second, real quick. All right, I'm back. Some bonehead called me. Okay, this is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 1. All right. Those were the sacrificial laws, and the sacrificial laws are done away with. Okay? All right. So let me go to something else real quick, because I think it's very important and imperative. Because a lot of people go to this precept. Okay? All right, so let's go to Romans chapter 6, verse 14. Let's go here first. Because our people do get mixed up. Because we understand that there's moral, civil, dietary, ceremonial, and sacrificial laws. Period. 5 of them. But only one law was done away with, and that was the sacrificial law. Understand that. Take it in. Think about it. All right? And I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to give you an understanding. Most High will. All right? So, Romans. So, we have to understand of the Spirit. Let's look into what is sin. Are we under grace to the point where the law doesn't matter anymore? Are we under grace to the point the law doesn't matter anymore? Think about that. This is Romans 6 and 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. And they will just grab onto that. Be like, see, look at, we are not under the law, but under grace. And then they'll stop right there. That's it. Close the book. Church is over. Everybody walk out there. Hallelujah. We not under the law. Wicked people. Our people are wicked, man. But if you go to verse 15, after 14, let's read it from 14 though. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? Yahweh forbid. Right? Forbid. But what is sin? So to break that down, in verse 14, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. Grace is something you get that you don't deserve. All right? So 1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. Right? Now, remember, it said that we are not under the law, right? Understand that what is the law that we are not under? Is the law of sacrifices that we're not under. We have laws, moral law, civil law, dietary law, and ceremonial law. It's sacrificial law that we are not under. John 15 and 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I speak unto you. Right? So let's go back to Romans 6 and 14. Right? Turn to your pages and give you a second. This is Romans chapter 6 and verse 14. For sin shall not have dominion over you. What is sin? The transgression of the law. For ye are not under the law, but under grace. So now let's establish who grace is given to. And let's see who the book of Romans was given to. Romans chapter 1 and verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from our power, our Father, and the Master, Hamashiach Yahushua. So, who's the beloved? Let's go to Baruch chapter 3, verse 36. Right? He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob his servant, and to Israel his beloved. So now we're understanding these things. All these things come from Romans 6 and 14 because of sin, right? I'm just going to prove something to you. So let's go back to Romans 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints. Ooh. Let's see. Let's go to Psalms chapter 148 and verse 14. Here we go. He also exalted the horn, the power, horn, the sound, the power. Horn represents power. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praises of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh. Right? So let's go back to Romans 1:7. And I'm going through this just to prove a point. Most High will, you'll understand it. All right. All from Romans 6. Okay. That precept are people that go on about it. And I just want to give you an understanding so you can take it with you. Most High will. All right. Romans 1:7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Master Hamashiach Yahushua. So grace to you, right? What does that say over here? Romans 6:14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. Now we got to know who it's talking to, right? And we got to do these things. Right? We got to do these things. So, Romans 1:7, to all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you. So let's see who grace is for. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses may every matter be established. And it said grace twice, Romans 6:14, and now Romans 1:7. Grace to you. Let's find out who grace is for. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, and verse 15. And it reads, This the people saw and understood it not. Again, just like Romans 6:14. This the people saw and understood it not. Neither laid they up this in their minds, that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and that he hath respect unto his chosen. That his grace and mercy is with his saints. And we just proved who his saints were, right? In Psalms 148, verse 14. The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. All right, so let's go back to Romans 1:7. I'm going through this. So when I go back to Hebrews 10, you're going to understand. And then you're going to look at Leviticus 17. And you're going to see all those sacrificial laws. See, those are done away with. Not the law. Not the moral law, the civil law, dietary law, and the ceremonial law. Not that. Okay? Romans chapter 1 and verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, which is Israel, called to be saints, which is Israel, grace to you and peace from Yahweh, which graces to Israel, the saints. Right? Grace to you and peace from our power, Yahweh, our Father, and the Master, Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? Because that tells you right there who he loves. Period. Anybody can see if it's them, he loves them more than everybody. And you can even prove it. Go to Romans 9 and 13. Right? And it reads, Romans 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved. See? But Esau have I hated. Jacob have I loved. You see? See what I'm talking about? Jacob have I loved. Right? Right? Romans 1:7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father. Right? He's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Us, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that roam this earth. We are his people. And it's been shown over and over through archaeology, facts, science, everything. Even your so-called Mr. White Man is proving it and opening books. Putin opening up the vote on us, showing y'all who the children of Israel is. Matter of fact, go to Acts. We're going to go to the New Testament because you know how these Christians, they love the New Testament. So let's go to the New Testament. Acts chapter 3 and verse 13. Right? Acts chapter 3 and verse 13. The power of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob the power of our fathers have glorified his Son, Hamashiach Yahushua, whom he delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate when he was determined to let him go. Let's go another one. Got to prove, because now we're going to go to the law, since we're already in the New Testament. Let's just go to the law. Let's see if it said it before it said it in Acts. Because remember, at the time of the prophets, there was no New Testament. It was only the law and the prophets. That's all there was. None of the prophets, none of Moses, and nobody talked about the New Testament. Okay, Exodus chapter 3 and verse 15. And Yahweh said, moreover, unto Moshe, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the most high power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. Right? And I want to show you something else too. And it's not to talk about the resurrection or anything like that. It's just to show you, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Go to Matthew chapter 22, verse 31. We're going to read to 32. Matthew chapter 22, verse 31. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by Yahweh, saying, I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, right? Yahweh is not the power of the dead, but of the living. So let's go back to Romans 1 and 7, just to show you. Went from the New Testament to the law, back to the New Testament. Romans chapter 1 and verse 7, to all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Master Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? And you can always see it in different precepts who he's the father of. All you got to do is pay attention. Who Yahweh was the father of. The whole book is about us coming back to the laws, statutes, commandments of who? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. All of them. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Negroes. Benjamin, West Indians. Levi, Haitians. Simeon, Dominicans. Zebulun, Guatemalan. Panama, Honduras. Ephraim, Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the Cubans. Gad, North American Indians. Reuben, Seminole Indians. Naphtali, the Argentinians to Chileans. Asher, Colombians to Uruguay. Brazilians. Issachar, Mexicans. Again, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. Understand that, who he came to. Understand that, who these people are. So let's go over here to Hebrews 10. All right? Hebrews 10. For the law having a shadow of good things to come, and not the very image of things, can never, with those sacrifices which they offer year by year, continually make the comers thereunto perfect. Because it was just there, like I said, for a shadow of good things to come, to get you through it, so you can stop doing sacrifices. You can be perfect and keep the law. For then would they not have ceased to be offered if they made you perfect? For then would they not have ceased to be offered, because that the worshippers once purged should have had no more conscience of sins. They would just sin their butt off. But in those sacrifices, there is a remembrance again made of sins every year. For it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, Sacrifice and offerings thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. Mashiach talking, right? And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sins thou hast had no pleasure. Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh. Right? Start at verse 5. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he said, Sacrifice and offerings thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. He's the sacrifice. Hamashiach Yahushua, he's the sacrifice. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he said, Sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me. But a body hast thou prepared me. Hey, understand or over understand this, man. Understand or overstand it. And burnt offerings and sacrifices for sins thou hast had no pleasure. Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O Yahweh. Above when he said, Sacrifice and offerings and burnt offerings, and offerings for sin thou wouldest not, neither hast thou pleasure therein, which are offered by the law. Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O Yahweh. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. I don't want to go too much in that. By the which will we are sacrificed through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua once and for all. He's only going to do it once, and that's it. For all, he's only talking about Israel. Matthew 1 and 21, Matthew 2 and 6. Matthew, I can't even remember, but it's crazy. By the which will we are sacrificed through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua once for all. And every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices which can never take away sins. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of the Most High. So that's verse 12. Then you go to verse 10. By the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua once for all. Sanctified through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua, by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua once and for all. Now we come back down here. My bad. Verse 12. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of Yahweh. From henceforth, expecting till his enemies be made his footstool. For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. Whereof the Holy Spirit also is a witness to us. Isaiah 11 and 1. Wherefore the Holy Spirit also is witness to us. So let me start at 14. For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. I pray to the Most High that y'all are that sanctified. myself included, whereof the Holy Spirit also is a witness to us. For after that we had said before, this is the covenant that will make with this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Most High. I will put my laws in their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. So in verse 16, this is the covenant that I will make with them. Who is the covenant for? Let's see. Give me a second. All right, this is Luke chapter 1, verse 72. Hold on. Okay, 72. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. So, all right, let's go from there. Go to Psalms 105, verse 8. And it reads, He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. You see? Now let's go back up to Luke 1:73. Right? The oath which he swore unto our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. And I got to do this before I go. What is holy? What is separate? Romans 7:12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Let's go back over here. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 16. This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days. The covenant. Who is it for? Israel. Period, point blank. And their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. Right? The breaking of the commandments. Right? Now, but I've already proved he was the ultimate sacrifice already. I just kept going. So let me just stop there. So I just kept going. No need to do that. So the covenant is with Yasharallah. Right? Let me see something. Okay. So when you go to Romans 6:14, for sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. Right? The law that was done away with was the sacrificial law. Hamashiach Yahushai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, was the ultimate sacrifice to put away the sacrificial law. He didn't do nothing. He was the ultimate sacrifice. Just for that one law. That's it. All right. So now let's finish and keep going. Leviticus 18. And verse 1. All right. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, and verse 1. And the angel of the Most High spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Yahweh your power. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, shall ye not do. Neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances, to walk therein. I am Yahweh your power. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. This is the law. Man, the law was never, ever, 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 ever done away with. Ever. Let me see something. So this is 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. This is the New Testament, right? This is John. So let's go to another precept. Let's go to the prophets, right? David, Psalms chapter 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Let's go back to the New Testament. 1 John chapter 1 and verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, which is the breaking of the commandments, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. See, the thing is to do this. The book of Judges, chapter 5 and verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, who goes to draw the water? Who goes to draw the water? And who's in the place of the noise archers? They that are delivered from the noise of the archers. The noise of the archers. Those are those missiles that are coming. This is prophecy. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers. There was, man, come on. Back then, they didn't know what to call it. When they got these visions, they didn't know what to call it. Judges chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Most High, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Israel is wherever the people are. The people is Israel, not the land. The land is just, but the land belongs to us. Israel is the people. Then shall the people of the Most High go down to the gates. So what is righteousness? Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us. What else? Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 119, and verse 42. Again. Here we go. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. And when you have the righteousness, what are you supposed to do? Let's go to Psalms 119, 172. Thy tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. For all thy commandments are righteousness. Hear that? For all thy commandments are righteousness. Right? Boom. So let me go back to Leviticus 18. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 4, ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh your power. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments. If a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. Here we go. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him. To uncover their nakedness, I am Yahweh. The thing about this is to find out who is near to kin. Who is near to kin? This is going to tell you the Most High in the law is going to show you who is near to kin. To uncover their nakedness, I am Yahweh. Verse 7. The nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother, shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. What is your father's nakedness? It'll be his rod. You can't uncover your dad's rod. That's what happened to Ham for looking at his father's rod. Right? You can't look at your mother's nakedness. And your mother's nakedness is, I think it's a pudina or something like that. It's seeing her vajayjay. Not like her standing up, no. But as her laying down on her back and her legs are cocked up and you're seeing it. That's looking at her nakedness. You cannot uncover that. You shouldn't even be going there. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter. So hold on, start verse 9. So that's your sister, right? The nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad. It's still your father's daughter. Because this has to be, like, say you live with your father and your mom, right? This is another wife that has your father's kid. Whether she be born abroad, you can't go touch her nakedness. The father can't go touch her nakedness, and the son can't go touch her nakedness. That's close to kin. Verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter. So now you have a son and a daughter. You can't touch their kids' nakedness. Begotten of thy father. Hold on. Verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness. 11. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. See, the nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter. See? The nakedness of thy. See, you got to understand this is another wife, because when you go back up in here to verse 9, it's talking about your sister. Verse 11 is talking about your father's other wife's daughter. The nakedness of thy father's wives, plural wives. Daughter begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Verse 12. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife, she is thine aunt. So your father's brother's wife, sister, can't do nothing to it. Verse 15. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness. See, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. You can't be getting with the daughter, then get with the mother. You can't get with the mother, then get with the daughter. No. Can't do that. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter. Right? So you get with a woman, she has a son, and you can't get with the son's daughter. So it's going to be just like it was your kids. Right? Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. So you can't be getting with the sister. You can't get with your wife and get with the sister to vex her. You can't do that. You're just doing it to make her mad. No, don't do that. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, verse 18, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. See, this has nothing to do with Jacob and Leah and Rachel. This has nothing to do with them, because he didn't do that to vex her. Verse 19. Also thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. That means she's on her period. If she's on her period, you cannot touch her. No red riding. No getting your red wings. Nasties. Verse 20. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife, to defile thyself with her, committing adultery. Verse 21. Thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Most High. I am Yahweh. Right? So what's Molech? It's idolatry. Stuff like Halloween and all that stuff, and going into different religions. That's passing through Molech. False gods. My son's going to be Islamic and stuff like that. All that stuff we don't prove is fake through the Spirit of the Most High. Okay? Verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Now let me talk about something real quick, because it's very important. As you can see, it did not mention. It mentioned your uncle. It mentions your uncle's wife. And it mentions your uncle's wife's sister, which is your aunt. It didn't mention your cousins. America has this thing that shames us of our culture and the things that we do. It shames it. Maybe you should really seek the counsel of your congregation and find out through the scriptures, because that's not brought up. Because you got to understand what Jacob did. Jacob went to his uncle, married his cousin. So all that kissing cousin stuff is out the window. I think it's a great idea, but I say you get more information on it. If the scriptures, if the Most High is with it, I'm with it. If the Most High is against it, I'm against it. And if I'm wrong, just prove me wrong. So we're going to keep on going. I'm not going to get into that. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitant. Oh, yeah. That lawnmower stopped. And that's what happened. The land will vomit out its inhabitants. Right? Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments. Ye shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew not you out also, when ye defile it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. For For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep my ordinances, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that you defile not yourselves therein. I am Yahweh, your power. Call Shara, Debar Yahweh, and I Yeshua Nashemai. All that Yahweh said, what we do in here. So now we go on to Leviticus 19. Here we go. And the angel of the Most High spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Most High, your power, am holy. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. I am Yahweh, your power. So when he says that, fear, yeah, respect. You should be scared to disrespect another man's mother and father. It's that fear. Verse 4, Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourself molten powers. I am Yahweh, your power. And if ye offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Most High, you shall offer it at your own will. Nobody else should have to tell you to make an offering. You should just want to do it. It shall be eaten the same day you offer it, and on the morrow. And if aught remain until the third day, it shall be burnt in the fire. And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable, and it shall be not accepted. Therefore every one that eateth it shall bear his iniquity, because he hath profaned the hollow thing of the Most High, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. Give me a sec. All right, I'm back. All right, give me a sec. Let me find my place. All right. All right. So we just got done with the hollow things, which are the sacrifices. Let's go on to a different topic. This one is very important too. And you know these heathens, they don't understand this next one. It's very important that they do it too. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field. Neither shalt thou gather the gleaning of thy harvest, mean the little bit that fell on the ground. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, right? The gleaning of the harvest. In verse 10, thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am Yahweh your power. Got a lot of people that grow a lot of fruit. They take it all off and give none to the poor. They call it stealing. And the Most High that gave you the fruit said not to do that. It's not stealing. It was for them. Verse 11. See, ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Most High. I am Yahweh. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. Meaning the man works for you. You didn't pay him, but you had the money on you to pay him. He has the money. And you still didn't want to pay him. You just robbed the man of his wages. Right? America do that all the time. We are America. Damn devils. Verse 14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear thy power. I am Yahweh. Now, literally, curse the deaf. Can't hear you. You're sitting there talking bad about him. He can't hear you. Now let's talk metaphorically. You curse the deaf, people that don't understand the scriptures. Why are you cursing them? Why are you wishing death upon somebody that don't understand the scriptures? They don't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Neither do they care. They don't care because they don't understand, really. They don't. All right? We'll keep going. Neither put a stumbling block before the blind. Literally, they can't see it. You put something that wasn't there before in front of them and they fall over and hurt themselves. Now, you're putting a stumbling block before the blind. Something for them to stumble on. They can't see it, man. You can. And you should be paying attention. Pray the Most High you really didn't see it. But if you did, man, you got it coming from the Most High. Verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. What is righteousness? Deuteronomy 6 and 25. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments. Right? So doing all the commandments is righteousness. When you go to Leviticus 19, And 15, you shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. That means you pass on judgment, but it's not according to the law of the Most High. You're doing it unrighteously. No, that's not what you're supposed to do. Verse 15, you shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the persons of the poor, nor honor the persons of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. And this is y'all not understanding when Christians be like, or just atheists, and they try to use the Bible on you, talking about, see, you're not supposed to pass judgment. You're not supposed to judge. Then how are people supposed to be ashamed of what they're doing and knowing they're wrong? That way they change. See? It's crazy. Verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am Yahweh. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You're not supposed to not tell him to what he's doing. And then that's you suffering sin upon him because you're not telling him what he's doing wrong. You're not. Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. Not supposed to avenge or bear any grudge over your neighbor, man. I'm finna get this nigga back. I'm finna get it. I'm gonna show him what's up. I'm gonna show him how to disrespect me. Bearing a grudge. Or to your sisters. And sisters to your brothers. Verse 19, ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. You can't be mixing your freaking animals together. Esau be doing that mess. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed, neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. You got to watch your fabrics you put on. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, betrothed to an husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death, because she was not free. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Most High, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Most High for his sin which he hath done. And the sin which he hath done shall be forgiven him. Now, that one's going to be, so you're going to know better the kingdom, sleeping with another man's wife. I don't know how it's going to be in the kingdom, but this ain't a sacrificial law. We'll get back to this one. And when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manner of trees for food, then ye shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. Again, and when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manner of trees for food, then ye shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. 3 years shall it be uncircumcised unto you. It shall not be eaten of. But in the 4th year, all the fruit thereof shall be holy to praise the Most High withal. And in the 5th year shall ye eat of the fruit thereof, that it may yield unto you in the increase thereof. I am the Most High your power. And ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantments, no observer of times. Right? Those witches, palm readers, people talking about I can see and talk to the dead, I can see into the future, astronomers and all that stuff, and this is my sign and everything else. That is all wickedness. Your sign don't dictate who you are anyways. You're a liar. Get off it. Observer of times. That's what that stuff is. What's my sign? Let's look at the stars. Somebody just smacked them in their head. 27. You should not round the corners of your heads. That's Michael Jordan baldness. Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Can't cut your beard. And if you, brother, got a bald spot growing in your head, just let it grow. Let it do what it do. So what? Either that or go bald. Now, when I say bald, I'm not talking about touch a razor to your head. No. Get some clippers or electric shaver and stuff and shave your head. That's not a razor. And it doesn't give you that close shave like a razor does. Right? Verse 28 says, why? Verse 28 says, why you don't put a razor to your head. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh. All right. Verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughters, to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths, and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahweh. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh your power. Wizards doing little tricks and stuff, doing magic tricks, taking your thumb, doing that and pulling it apart. That's wizardry. That's what that stuff is. Don't do it. Give me a second. I'm back. Again, 31. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. Regard not them, respect not them that have familiar spirits. Right? Neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am Yahweh your power. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old men and fear thy power. I am Yahweh. Right? The old brother that's in the house, everybody should be waking up before the old man and the old woman and doing what you got to do. Get stuff done. They done it, now it's your turn to do it. Let them sleep and relax. Y'all got to wake up before the hoary head. Like if I and my wife was at home, you know what I'm saying? And we got kids and people over. I will be considered the hoary head. I'm the oldest. Everybody should be waking up before me, getting stuff done. Verse 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. These are your people that are strangers that live in other lands. They don't live in yours. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, I'll just write it in the comments. Just write in the comments. I check the comments. You know, write that in the comments. Verse 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you. And thou shalt love him as thyself. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your power. All right. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, you shall not vex him. But the stranger, that stranger is like, let's say we in the land of Judah, right? If Ephraim come to the land of Judah, he's a stranger, but he's my brother, and I'm gonna treat him like I treat myself. Right? But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for you are strangers in the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh your power. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in mediard, in weight, or in measure. Just balances, just weights, right? Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am Yahweh your power, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them. I am Yahweh your power. God. Hallelujah. So, man, the importance of the law and the importance of reading the law so you don't forget. You constantly read it. You constantly see it. It's constantly making perfect. It's constantly thinking about it. Thinking about it. Nah, we don't, man. You don't do that. Don't do that. I see right here. Nah. See right here. Nah, right here. Look. See, it says it right here. Don't do that. Come on, Aqua. Don't do that. Aqua. Don't do that. Let's go. Nah, Aqua. Get this done like this. Do it like this, Aqua. Right? So let's get this set. Let's go to Isaiah 1. We're about to go into rebellion. And I know y'all was just waiting for that. But man, we see when we start talking about rebellious. We rebellious. Let's go into rebellion. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into rebellion. All right? All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amoz, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, king of Judah. He had a vision about these kings, wicked or not, or whether they're wicked. Hey, read along. But he had a vision of these, right? So you know you gotta go to a breakdown, right? Isaiah, let's go to Job 30 and 14. For Yahweh speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from the perishing by the sword. And that's what he does. He keeps us from perishing, to understand what we got to do. Most High is laboring to make us perfect, trying to make his great perfect. Right? Numbers 12 and 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Most High, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. Right? So let's move on. Isaiah 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear. Talking about the people of the land. O earth, for the Most High hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. Right? Our people have been doing that for a long time. And when you start reading the scripts, oh my goodness. The stuff, man, you got to read the prophets. Read Isaiah, then Jeremiah. But let's go to Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 13. Right? For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. You forsaken the Most High, and you start going after other things. When you're not following the Most High, you have hewed yourself out another cistern, something else to drink out of. So you have a different perspective and wisdom and knowledge that you're following that is causing you to do what you want to do. You're not following the Most High. You're rebellious. You're doing what you want to do. You're drinking from your own cistern. You have committed fornication and idolatry damn near. Now, that is idolatry. You're following another power, not the Most High. That's just what that is. Isaiah 30:1, go there. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Most High, that taketh counsel, but not of me. You take counsel, you want to know what you should do with your life and everything else, but you're not coming from the scripts. Y'all coming from some vain conversation on what you're doing. And that cover what they're covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Because you're not covered with the Most High and His covering, you're just adding sin to sin, man. That's what y'all doing. Sin to sin. Y'all haven't took no counsel with the scriptures to see what you're doing is right. You have cut you up your own cisterns. You're rebellious. Woe, destruction to you, rebellious children. Brothers and sisters, y'all rebellious. Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Most High, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Some things are better left not spoken of. Well, I'm not going to say better not spoken. Let me say it. Some things some people say inadvertently. They'll listen to you, they'll shake their head, yeah, you're right, and everything else, but they won't listen to you. Rebellious. They ain't gonna take anything to heart. Even if you come with the Most High's words, they still won't listen. In their mind, they know you're right. They're just not gonna listen. Because if they did, they would have done it already. That means whatever they're doing, they feel is right. That's just how that is. And let's read why they do it. They be like, get you out the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppressions and perverseness, not following the commandments of righteousness, and stay thereon, and you stay, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. A breach ready to fall, right? What's a breach? Look on your phones, a breach ready to fall. I'm gonna look up too so we can all see. Hold up. They're not showing me no good pictures. Okay. Okay. Whoo. Um, Let me get one more example. So, have you ever heard of a breach of a contract? Right? A contract ready to fall, meaning not dealing with you no more. A breach, an act of breaking or failing to observe a law, agreement or code of conduct, a breach of confidence, a violation, a break, rupture, a split, ready to fall. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. As the contract about to break and he about to get you. He about to get you. This iniquity shall be a breach ready to fall. Like I done had enough. Isaiah 30 and 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall. Right? Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Breaking coming at an instant can cut you off. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth. You come down into America, and you ain't even asked at the mouth of the Most High and what you should do, and you just doing it. You ain't get no counsel, no nothing. You're just doing it. You're an idiot, brothers and sisters, for not doing that. What does the Most High say about this? Can you even show us the Most High? Go into the scriptures. Show us the Most High. Show us the Most High. Y'all post y'all precepts. Show me the Most High. And we got to get to that. We got to get to the point where we can show the Most High. It's like, all right, cool. This is the Most High right here. This is the Most High right there. There go the Most High. Boom, 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 boom. Show us. You have not asked at the mouth of the Most High. Not the mouth of the Most High. You have not asked at the Most High. Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit. Isaiah 11 and 2. That's the spirit. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. That they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth. To strengthen, that is my mouth. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. What these presidents allow y'all to do. That's what you strengthen yourself in. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt, the ignorance of Egypt, of this captivity. You trust in it. Therefore shall the strength therefore shall the strength of these presidents out here be your shame. The way they allow you to do things are going to be your shame in that day. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. Let's go back to Isaiah chapter 1 and go to verse 3 this time. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider. So what don't you consider? What have you not considered? Because the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass knows where his master's crib is. But Israel don't know. Don't know where his home is. Don't know where his master crib is. Our people don't even consider. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got. It just passed. This past Monday. Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Most High speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Let's just go to Isaiah 10:1, man. My people are rebellious. Never mind. Let's go to Isaiah 48:10. It says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted, which is Yah-Sharala? For how should my name be polluted, Yah-Sharala, Yahweh? And I will not give my glory unto another. Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I also am the last. Isaiah 1:5. Why should you be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Let's go to Jeremiah 5:1 real quick. It says, run ye and fro through the streets of Jerusalem. See, the Most High is telling us to go to the broad places, a large and level area, to get the people. So he does tell us to go do the work. Jeremiah 5:1, run ye and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now, and seek in the broad places thereof. If ye can find a man, if there be any that executeth judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon it. And though they say, the Most High liveth, surely they swear falsely. And a lot of our people do that. They say, yeah, the Most High alive. They speak falsely because they don't act like it. Verse 3. O Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Look, man, we the last hired, first fired. All the time. Thou hast consumed them, but they have not refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Therefore I said, surely these are poor. They are foolish, for they know not the way of the Most High, nor the judgment of their power. Yes. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 6. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. Most High said, you stupid Israel. But wounds and bruises and petrifying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. And we get, like, when you go like Deuteronomy 28:54, how you look at your brother and your sister and everything else, your father, your mother, it's just hatred. It ain't been healed up. We ain't been healed, but we trying to get healed through the scriptures. Gotta read. Gotta learn. Gotta want to do these things. Right? They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land strangers devoured in your presence. And it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. Jeremiah 30 and 15. Let's go there real quick. Jeremiah 30 and 15. For thus saith the Most High, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. These are those brothers and sisters, these are those brothers right here that are not listening. They don't take counsel of the Most High. And that day they're going to be trembling with their hands over their loins and paleness on their face because of all the stuff that is going on is going to come to them in an instant. Like a breach that is ready to fall. Because y'all don't take counsel of the Most High. You don't care. You're numb. You're numb to being dumb. You're numb to it. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Most High, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Most High, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith the Most High, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause. That thou mayest be bound up, thou hast no healing medicines. For the stuff that we going through, we have no healing medicines but the Most High. Can't nobody else do it for us but the Most High. Jeremiah 30 and 12. For thus saith the Most High, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity. That's why. Because you're a multitude of iniquities. And you keep on, it's going to get worse. Because thy sins were increased. Why? Because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable. for the multitude of thine iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Repent. I'm repenting. I'm all good. Hey, remember, this is a two-edged sword. Two-edged sword. When you say it, it goes for you. When you say it to somebody else, you got to find out your sins. Keep reading. Don't stop reading. Just keep reading, man. Shoot. If somebody don't like it and they ain't cool with it, F them. For this law is not for them. That's not you. That woman or that man don't belong to you. Women, you can't go divorcing your husband. Sorry, you married to him. That's your husband for the rest of your life. And men, it's different for you. You just be committing fornication, man. Being with a woman that don't want to serve the Most High and do what he want her to do. Because how she served the Most High is serving you. That's how she served the Most High. How can she love a man she has never seen? Don't the scriptures say that? How she loves God and Christ more than she loves you, and respect them more than they respect you. That's insane. They never even seen them. 1 Corinthians 11:2. For the head of Hamashiach Yahushua is Yahweh, and the head of the man is Yahushua. Hamashiach Yahushua, and the head of the woman is man. It didn't say husband, it said man. Jeremiah 30:15. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. That's why. Right? Let's go back over here. Verse 7. Your country, this is Isaiah 1 and verse 7. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate, your cities are burnt with fire, your land strangers devour in your presence. It is desolate, as overthrown by strangers. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. She is. She acts like a thought. Every dude from every nation can come and swack on Eve. Because she says she independent. She's saying she's independent from the black man, Hispanic man, and the native Indian man. That's what Eve is saying. A woman saying she independent, saying that she don't need you. But they do. As soon as a black, Hispanic, and native Indian man leave her alone, she is a dead woman walking. Every nation can come and snatch her up and do what they will with her, and she will cry and hope that God, to the most high power, that we will come and save her. But she's independent. Yeah. Sure. Verse 9. Except the most high of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, which should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. The devil knows that the devil coming down on us because he knows he have a little time. Revelations 12:12. He come down upon us because he knows that he has a little time. So he's pushing homosexuality, transgenderism all through the world just to make the elect fall. 10. Hear the word of the Most High, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of your power, ye people of Gomorrah. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Most High? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fats of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of goats or of he-goats. When ye come to appear before me, who hath required this at your hand to tread my courts? Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting. Man. That's why you got precepts like Deuteronomy 28 and 49. The Most High shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor shew favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. See, stuff like that. See? And this was the Edomites that came to so-called neighborhood white men. This is them. This is them. Go to 1 Ezra 4 and 45. It says, thou hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees, which the Somalians, Eritreans, and Ethiopians. And now, O Most High, the King, this is that which I require and which I desire of thee. And this is the princely liberty proceeding from thyself. I desire, therefore, that thou make good the vow, the performance whereof with thine own mouth that has vowed to the King of heaven. This is Esau breaking down our courts. Man, let's get back to it. Watch Isaiah 1 and 12. When ye come to appear before me, who hath required this at your hand? To tread my courts. When it was like, raise it to the foundation thereof, man. Because of iniquity, the Most High allowed this to happen to us. Bring no more vain oblations. Incense is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meetings. Your new moons and your appointed feasts my soul hateth. They are a trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you. Yea, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil. How do you wash your hands? Blood. You do the work. Do the work. Cease to do evil. Verse 17. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Come now, and let us reason together, saith the Most High. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Most High hath spoken it. How was the faithful city become an harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. You hate your brother, you hate your sister, you hate your father, hate your mother. Thy silvers become dross, thy wine mixed with water. Thy princes are rebellious. Thy princes are rebellious and companion of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not for the fatherless, neither doeth the cause of the widow come unto them. Therefore saith the Most High, the power of hosts, the mighty one of Israel. Ah, I will ease me of mine adversaries, avenge me of my enemies, and avenge me of my enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy tin. And I will restore thy judges as the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. And the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Most High shall be consumed. For they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. Chose the garden of good and evil. For ye shall be as an oak whose leaf fadeth, and as a garden that hath no water. And the strong shall be as tow, and the maker of it as a spark, and they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. This is heavy. This is real, real heavy. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. The word of Isaiah, the son of Amoz, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Most High house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, to the government of the Most High, to the house of the Most High of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, their guns. No more guns. All the guns are going to be plowshares, because why? They're going to be building the kingdom up for us. And their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up swords against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of the Most High. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east. And the soothsayers, like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers. Their land also is full of silver and gold, neither is there any end of their treasures. Their land is also full of horses. There is there any end of their chariots. Their land also is full of idols. Ooh. Let's start back at verse 5. We got to. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of the Most High. Let's go. Proverbs 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproof of instructions are the way of life. I had to show you what the light is. Isaiah 2 and verse 5. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the law of the Most High. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob. Why? Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers. Man, you gotta get that. You gotta hear that, man. And we do it today. We do it today. Right? Because what? They are replenished from the east, and this is how they're replenished, and are soothsayers like the Philistines. The soothsayers is, let's look it up, man. Come on. All right. Soothsayers, like false prophets, a person who predicts the future or who practices divinations. Soothsayers are like diviners and sorcerers, liars, saying this is true. Tell you a lie so good that, you believe it. That's a lie. Those are soothsayers. You know what I'm saying? Sorcerers, sorceries, diviners, and pagans, pagan and these folly days and things like that. Man, that's the stuff we listen to. Look at people just got done worshiping Easter. Thank fertility God. See? See what our people are doing? It's insane. Like the Philistines. And they please themselves in the children of strangers. What is let me see, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 1. When the Most High thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites and the Girgashites, and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Most High thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Why? For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other powers. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thus ye shall deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. That's what's going on. Let's go back to Isaiah 2 and 6. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they are replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and please themselves in the children of strangers. Hey, interracial marriages and all. Can't do that, Yasharala. Their land also is full of silver and gold, neither is there any end of their treasures. Their land also is full of horses, neither is there any end of their chariots. Their land is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. Des doit montes, Day of the Dead, you know, Christianity, the cross, Cesar Borgia, Islam, Buddha, all kinds of stuff. And the mean man boweth down, and the great man humbleth himself. Therefore forgive them not. Enter into the rock, which is Mashiach Yahushua, and hide thee in the dust for fear of the Most High, and for the glory of his majesty. What is the rock? Let's go to find the rock. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that you should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Mashiach in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Hamashiach Yahushua. Right there. So Isaiah chapter 2, verse 10, enter into the rock, and hide thee in the dust, in the ignorance of this place. The ignorance. For fear of the Most High, and for the glory of His majesty, which is Hamashiach Yahushua, the rock. Because He's going to destroy this place. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Most High alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Most High of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. What is lofty? Everyone that is lofty. An imposing height.
Lofty.
So an imposing height, meaning exalted. They're exalted. They think they ish don't stink. They think they the baddest person out here. They doing it. All right? I'm better than you. Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled. The lofty looks of men. Exalted look of should be humbled. And the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down. And the Most High alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of the Most High of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall. And in verse 14, upon all the high governments. The mountains represent a government, and upon the hills represent the little government that, the like what you would call the senators and all that stuff, and that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, president and stuff like that, and upon every fenced wall, border wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon the pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of men shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Most High alone shall be exalted in that day. Everybody, oh, God, oh, GLD, oh, GLD, help me, GLD. With their hands on their loins and stuff, and they be pale as hell. God. Oh, GLD, help me, GLD, help me. Verse 18. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Most High and for the glory of His majesty, of Mashiach Yahushua, because they know He coming when He ariseth to shake terrible the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the cliffs of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Most High, for the glory of His majesty, when He ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein he is to be accounted of. Boy, 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 will that day be great. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the Most High of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, our land and our rulership, the whole stay of bread, our understanding, and the whole stay of water, which is the Most High. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable men, and the counselor of the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. Your children are going to behave themselves towards the adults proudly. Teenagers, your adolescents, all of them. When a man shall take hold of his brother, when a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, right? When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let us ruin, and let this ruin be under thy hand. Now, ain't gonna be on me. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people, for Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Most High, to provoke his eyes of his glory. The shoe of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Homosexuals, lesbians, dykes, they've rewarded it unto themselves. You can see it in their face. They don't hide it. You can tell they're homosexuals or lesbians. You can tell. Verse 10, Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Are you the righteous? Are you? Are you keeping the law just a little bit? Are you doing much as you can to make sure you're keeping it all? That's why you got to keep reading the scripts. You got to read. Okay? Not just videos, read. Not watching all the videos. You got to read too. Verse 10, Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him or her, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him or her, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. For the reward of his hands shall be given him. What's your reward? Is what you're working on right now. Your work. The reward of your hands is the work of your hands. It's your reward. What you working for, what you got your hands to. What do you got your hands to? What are you doing? That's your reward. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Your women destroy your paths because you are weak, effeminate men. The Most High standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. The Most High will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard. The spoil of the poor is in your houses. What mean ye that ye beat my people to pieces and grind the faces of the poor, saith the Most High of hosts? Moreover, the Most High said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Because that's what Eve does. Eve done turned into a ferocious bitch. She hates her own men and love her oppressors more than men. You can always tell because she goes to their universities. Her education is worth more than her family. See, even though our men, they're weak as hell, the men will go to work to feed the whole family. Eve will give her whole family up for her education. Now look at that. She'll give it up and her mama will push it. Her mama will push her education first. That's why her mama ain't got no man. Look at it. It's all true. Look at Genesis 3. The devil offered her to be a god, power. What is it? Money, education, and knowledge. That's power. And she wants it. To the point where she'll give up her whole damn family. And she walked with a proud look, mincing and walking with her jewelry on and tingle with her feet with her neck stretched out. Somebody gonna chop that damn thing off. Verse 17, therefore the Most High will smite with a scab of the crown. Some of them, when they take that wig off their head, their hairline is way back here. Or they got a scab from them lace fronts. Therefore the Most High will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And the Most High will discover their secret parts. Ooh, here we go. In that day, the Most High will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet. Why? Because they got ugly feet. You wear jewelry around your feet because you have nice feet. And their calves and their round tires like the moon. They booty. You'll see some black women with no booty. He took away your booty. Hey, I'm laughing at these weak motherfuckers too. Excuse the language. Y'all brothers is weak. Y'all weak, man. Y'all gotta get it together, brother. You weak. You let your women rule over you. You one weak ass nigga, boy. I swear you weak. Your woman gonna rule over you and beat the hell out of you. That's what happens when a woman rules over a man. That's why they think you gonna beat them when you're not scared of them. Because they thinking what they would do to you if they was you. Duh. And their calves and their round tires like the moon. Your booty. Verse 19, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands, and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils. It shall come to pass that if instead of sweet smell there shall be stink, her cootie cat stink. Instead of a girdle, a rent, her big belly. I call it the kangaroo pouch. And instead of well set hair, baldness. That's like having your hairline pushed back. Because she be putting all them chemicals and stuff in her hair and got that weave in her hair, pulling it all out. Because weave don't ever come out of hair. Every time that weave come out, some more weave come in. She don't give her hair no time to breathe. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn her. The leadership shall lament. The leadership is tore up. And her gates shall lament and mourn. And she being desolate shall sit upon the ground, independent. And with that, man, I give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Most High Power. And this is Officer Marakad's Shield of Wisdom. And with that, Shalom.